Welcome to Street Knowledge Podcast. It's your boy Big Bootsie. And next to me is my lovely, lovely co-host, Miss Jina Law. I told y'all I got something special for y'all. Nice, beautiful co-host, somebody that's smart, intelligent, that can bring this podcast to the light. What's going on? How you doing, Miss Gina?
I'm good. What's going on with you? What's up?
I'm chilling, man. As a black man, and you as a black woman, I felt that we put this podcast together to actually enlighten, the youth and bring some informative things to the people out there, So here we are. I spoke about you highly on the last time. I did a little commercial and all that.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely we'll be able to give y'all some informative information, have a little fun, just kind of flow and have some fun with it.
Exactly. So, how was your weekend this weekend?
It was good. It was crazy busy,
right?
But
busy is good.
Yeah.
Busy is good.
Yeah, it is, especially when you're productive, right?
Right.
So I was filming this weekend, filming a series. It's called Messy, and
Messy.
It is messy.
Oh, really? I can't wait to see that.
But it's dope. It's gonna be dope. So I can't wait for y'all to see it too.
Messy. Why is it called
messy? Because it's messy.
What you talking about?
Yeah.
Is there some freaky stuff going on?
It's messy.
Oh, wow.
You just wait.
Oh my God.
You just wait. It's messy.
I can't. I need to be a fly on the wall on set.
Hey, you might.
Yeah, myself, I was just running around, opening up a restaurant called Carolina Maze. I'm trying to get that off the ground and, provide jobs for some people. And I got my little trucking service, so I, up and down the road and getting pulled over for a fine for this and a fine for that. Got to stay on the phone all day. So, that's what I've been doing all weekend. Other than that, just taking it day by day. Glad to be here. Glad to be rocking. Now we got Street Knowledge Podcast. We about to pop it off, man. For real. So, anyway, I wanted to get into a few things with you. I wanted to see how you feel about the school. Well, should I say Trump wanted the kids to go back to school in actually public schools, colleges, high schools, all in one setting, and especially all the young kids. What you think about that? I wanted to get into that.
This just COVID itself has changed the world tremendously, right?
Right.
Then not having a leader that really is responsible or knowledgeable or even caring enough to care about lives, right?
Right.
It has impacted, I feel like, these kids to such a level that I just don't know when the recovery will come. But my whole take on them going back to school was definitely like, no, they don't need to go back to school. We just seen what happened at UNC, right? Mm-hmm. They weren't even in school a week. However, the flip side of it for me is looking at the kids with autism, right?
Right.
They need that structured environment, that structured setting, social, the little social outings that they have to help them, because when you're autistic, I don't know how much our viewers maybe know about it, but you just need more of a structured schedule in order to to help you. And then some of these kids that their parents maybe have language barriers, what are they gonna do? So though I don't want them back in school, and I think he was crazy to want them in school,
to send them back actually while the pandemic thing going on, and they can
and his kid
infect
didn't go
each
back.
other. Yeah, I bet he did.
His kid wasn't going back.
He got private school. That man ain't got to worry about none of that. You know what I'm saying? And our kids will go out there and get sick, and now we got to handle that. That's not even thinking. That was crazy to me.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. It was crazy. But I also believe, I'm a conspiracy theorist, so I believe that he want to kill off so many. I shouldn't say him, okay?
Yeah, let's not say him.
Let me say, I think that population control is definitely.
Yeah, that was out before he even was the president.
Yeah.
He just got to follow protocol. Kill off a few people, man.
Yeah.
So that's why they allow certain things. But now, what's crazy is now, I guess they fought against it. Mm-hmm. Now kids is, going to school at home. So You know, that was a privilege to be able to go to school at home.
Yeah.
All kids really would love to do that. So, you know, you can take a good thing out of a negative thing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But what's hard about it is the parents got to be there. And some parents can't afford to be there. They got to work. So that's another problem. They got to be the principal now.
Or what about the parents that the language barrier? Like, it's so many different variables that can like play in a part there. So.
And what about the parents that can't afford a computer for the kids to stay home?
Or internet.
All of the above. That's crazy.
Yeah. So
what type of effect that have? That means kids will probably have to go sit in front of another kid's computer and share just to learn the lesson.
And that's just crazy.
How do they monitor the kids' report cards and how well they do?
Has he put anything in place though? Like, cause it's from my reading and stuff, my knowledge, I don't know. Has he put anything in place for like the parents that maybe can't afford it, or the kids?
I haven't heard anything. A bill passed about that.
Like something needs to happen.
Drop some money or drop some computers off, or maybe some people might want to donate some computers. Y'all need to look into that. If y'all got some computers out there, see where y'all might can donate them. And you know, if somebody can start up something where y'all can get computers donated, and then y'all send them to the kids that's unfortunate that don't have any.
Exactly.
So that's deep right there.
Or maybe even teachers that like are, I don't know. I was thinking like teachers that are doing like assisting other teachers. Like maybe if they had like a pod or something, and they could kind of like take on like a couple kids and like kind of help them out. I don't know. I think this is gonna be definitely a community thing though. In order for our kids not to get any further behind. We can't wait on the government. We can't say, oh well, this wasn't in place, this money wasn't here. We got to come together as a community. Just like, you know how back in the day when it said it takes a village to raise a child? Like now, like, are we really going to be the village?
We better tighten up one way or the other, because if not, our kids going to be left behind. And then what that does for our culture.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? We want our kids to be the next president, but if they not getting the right training, you know, schooling, how our kids gonna prosper, and we'll end up being a dying breed, you know.
Exactly, and that can't happen anymore.
Nah, it's time for us to turn up, and that's the purpose of why we're here right now to this day.
And we're definitely gonna do that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you on that. So another thing we've been hearing about the Megan Thee Stallion thing, which is an unfortunate situation, you know, and she's kind of came out. Have you seen it?
I've seen a little bit about it. I can
didn't
say
see
that
her interview?
I haven't seen everything. No.
She had an interview on it's on World Star. So when you get a chance, it's 36 million views. Tremendous.
Wow.
It's crazy. That shit crazy.
Wow.
36 million views, and you know, I kind of commend her, and I don't want to say kinda. I really commend her for having to actually endure what she went through, standing there with a bullet in her leg when it actually first happened.
Right.
And you know, I don't understand why Tory Lanez would have his publicist and his team, you know, trying to make her look bad, making it, you know, look as if she was lying. She never actually said that she shot him, and he was doing certain things or having certain things put out there on the net to actually cover his ass to look like he's not
guilty.
The person that shot her. You know what I'm saying? But she was actually doing it to hold him down, not telling on him. So now he kind of drove her to actually go into what she just did now. You know, basically, I guess, exposed the whole situation. So she said that she was in the front, everybody in the car was arguing. Long story short, she got out the car. Tory Lanez was in the back. She got out the car, started walking away from the car. And he started shooting at her. Now, if I'm missing a word or something, everybody don't quote me on it, but me remembering, I kind of wanted to talk about this and look at it. I looked at it before we actually started talking about it. So she said that he shooting at her, and it hit her in the foot. Police came, helicopter police. So why she said she didn't say nothing at the time was because all the police is out there, and she say that somebody in the car got a gun. They already was in the car, heated arguments. Eventually, with all the stuff going on, they would probably ended up dead. That was what she was thinking at the time. Why she didn't say, I got shot.
So why did they pull him? Why did they take him then if she didn't say anything initially? Like, why did they take him?
I don't know. And she did. She said 3 people went to jail, but she didn't. But she was at the hospital and they was treating her. The cop lady, the police lady kept saying, what's wrong? Tell me what's wrong. Being real aggressive with her, real disrespectful to her while she got a bullet in her leg. But she never said why they went to jail. That's an interesting question. I like to figure that part out. But I don't understand why would a man point a gun at a woman, and shoot it for no apparent reason and just because of an argument. So, I was a Tory Lane fan, respect the brother for what he did, but now I'm hearing this, and they say it's 2 sides to a story, but he ain't come out. He's not even on his page. He's not posting no more or nothing. So for a brother to do that to a woman, I look at a man like that as a coward.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a cowardly act. We supposed to protect our women.
So they extradited him, right, back to Canada?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think I did. I think I heard that though the other day. Like, I think he was extradited back to Canada.
They saying nobody know, and nobody can find him. So, but people were saying he need to get extradited back. I was seeing comments and stuff like that, but nobody actually said that they know. So that's interesting. You got to look that one up as well.
Yeah, definitely, because I could have sworn,
And so, another thing, I want to shout out to our sponsors. The pink bottle, the black bottle. This is like my boy, his name is Jabbo, was a part of this. He passed away. But, me, I'ma always keep the tradition rolling. So he had his partner, his name is Joe. He's Waka Flocka's uncle. Y'all see Waka promoting it as well. So, I like to keep the tradition running. And then, you got my brother liquor. His wine. We got liquor too. That'll be up here next time.
which is good.
The Dusco Blue. What you think about that?
I love it.
You love it?
Dusco is really nice.
That's
really
what's up.
smooth.
That's what's up. And then we got the it's called Kalaka. People know that vodka and Coke don't mix. I gotta put you on there. I gotta get you a bottle of that. Man,
And then what you
so
got
you can
back
take
here?
home. This that Don Julio. Everybody know about the Don Julio, man. Everybody. So we getting ready to make sure everybody know about these. The Dusco Blue wine, the Premise, and the Kalaka. And we can't forget the Carolina lady hats for all the Carolinas, all the women in North Carolina, South Carolina. Got the Carolina shirt, Carolina lady shirt. We can't forget about our beautiful queens here in the Carolinas. So that line was created for, the beautiful women, such as yourself. One of these is, you gotta take one of these with you and throw it on, and a shirt. I got some for you. That you throw on and all that. Put something together real well. So I want to get back into what we was talking about earlier, as far as you said you wish a revolution, or do you think a revolution should come back, and for what purposes?
Well, sometimes I think it may be necessary. A revolution, though, with a little education behind it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I just think that at this point, it's just too out of hand. Like, too many people are losing their lives.
So don't you think people lose their lives in the revolution?
I think so, and don't get me wrong,
So,
I don't have a problem with anybody, you understand? And I believe everybody's life matters.
Right,
But
right, exactly.
I have a different perspective as a black queen, you understand, that too many of us are losing our lives.
Right.
For me.
Yeah, police killed the black girl in her house, just sitting in her house.
Yeah. And no justice yet.
And what was her name? Not the Brianna. That's the Brianna. It wasn't
She was
another
in the
girl that
bed.
lost her life just playing a video game.
Yes,
and
what
they
was her
came
name?
to the
In
wrong
Atlanta,
house.
right? I think
Was
that
it?
was in the window. They shot in the window or something for
She-
that one.
She lost her life, and the police are not going to jail for it. That's crazy to me.
Not at all.
And that's the problem. Police have no laws against them. Once they shoot somebody, they'll try to justify it. But if they actually wouldn't have no help with justification for shooting people and doing all the wrong, they wouldn't do wrong. The
Right.
same way us as citizens, we know not to do wrong because we know it's a penalty we got to pay.
Exactly. But you know what I think often? I think that some of these police probably were bullied in school.
Right.
And so now that they got like a little, weight behind them, they can now bully. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
And so I really believe that they need to be taken through a whole panel of psychiatric tests, evaluations before they can even police.
Right.
And not even be able to police outside of their own communities. If you're not a part of the community and you don't know that John might be at the store selling CDs, you don't need to be policing that community.
Right.
Or if you are fearful just because you see a black man that got muscles and tats,
right,
then you should not police that community. Because you already know fear ain't going to breed nothing but violence.
Right, exactly. And, and me to play devil advocate, when I used to be out there in the streets, I know a guy, I'm just giving you an example. It's a guy, he really ain't built like that, but he act like he tough or whatever, but around his peers, he acts regular. But you put a gun in his hand, he a whole nother guy. He's a whole nother person. Now he walk tough, he walk different, act different, chest poked out. Take the gun away from him, he walk back to normal. Put the gun on him, he walk tough again. That's who the police are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they used to get bullied, pulled in the bathroom, getting their lunch money took.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So now they want to police our neighborhoods, which they get those are their assignments. This street you handle, right? So while they are in our communities, the reason why they are scared, can I give you another example to say why they're scared?
Definitely.
The example of why they're scared is because we kill each other so fast.
We do.
We kill each other so fast. So me, if I was a police, right? But I wouldn't take the job if I know I'm gonna have to kill somebody, or I know I ain't even gonna play with a person, so I'm gonna have to kill him, because you gotta be able to think sharp being a cop. Because a guy might just say, nah, man, I ain't doing nothing, man. Let me just show you my phone. And you really showing your phone. I might get nervous.
Right.
Once I say put your hands up, don't move your hands no more. So, it's kind of rough for the police, but a lot of these cases is when they do it knowingly, the way the guy was with the knee, and people shot up the guy, the police shot up the guy in New York 40-something times. Yeah. They know what they was doing. You ain't got to shoot that many times. But go back to what I was saying, in our neighborhoods, guys argue over stupidity over the internet. When I see you, it's on.
But tell me that, why do you think that happens? Like, why are we killing each other though? Why?
It's a hard question, because we want to show who's the toughest, or he busts his gun, don't mess with him. People like that image, and that's ignorant. But that's the image that our young youth like.
But how did it get to that place? Like, how did our generation breed this generation of kids? Because we didn't do that. We fought. Well, so how did it come to, like, I'm not even gonna hear you?
It still leaked over from when we were younger. And that's one of the reasons for this podcast. So I could tell them, don't do what we used to do. And that's a fact. Hip hop talk that, killer this, killer that, killer this, killer that. Drink this pill, eat this pill, smoke this dope. And really, some of them probably don't even drink pop pills and smoke weed like that as much as they talk about it in their records. You know what I'm saying?
So what you saying is we got a bunch of followers. We don't have a lot of leaders.
That's exactly what's going on. Like. And all our leaders is locked up that probably can teach. A person like me, from where I was going, I probably would have been in jail for life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I stopped doing what I was doing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to waking up 100,000, 200,000 on my phone from one person. Mm-hmm. And I probably got 7, 8 niggas that do that. So it came a time where I had to say, I'm not fucking with that no more. Mm-hmm. You know why? Because I don't watch the 10 people when I just came into this town that's big dogs in the game. Feds got him. How you get him? His homeboy set him up. Feds got him. How you get him? His cousin set him up. Feds got him. How you get him? One of his right-hand mans, his own brother, told on him. So that told me right then it's time to let it go. Mm-hmm. And one thing about it is selling drugs is an addiction. So when you ain't used to seeing that type of money no more, every day, every other day, that kind of hurts. But you got to get smart within yourself and say, I'm going to get some corporate money, and that's slow money. You open a business up, it takes 2 years for it to get off the ground. Sometimes you get lucky, it'll pop off in 6 months, depending on the business, like a club or something. Like when I opened my first club, we made 30, 40 grand the first night. You know what I'm saying? So we probably had about 70,000 in it, so we made our money back quick. But all businesses is not like that, and we had to put in preparation and time. So my point is, a brother like me would have been in jail if I'd have stayed on the path that I was on, probably with life or something. So people that's like me with right state of mind, all of them is in jail now. And even the ones that control the gangs. The ones that control the gangs are in jail. So the young youth don't look up to them now. They was born into being in the gangs around here now. Before.
But what about the OGs that's out, that's not locked up?
There are not none.
There's gotta be some.
All of them, yeah, the ones that came home, and they don't even want to deal with the foolishness with the young guys, because the young guys are, man, fuck that. He in jail. I don't gotta pay him no attention. Or when one come home, fuck that. He ain't active. He ain't doing shit because he working. They don't look up to that. They only respect violence. So he's not a violent person no more. He's a person that say, yeah, he's still in the game. He's still, say I'm with the game, but I'm down with in the game, but I'm a respectful person still at the end of the day. I'm gonna work, take care of my family and all that. And if my homies call me and need me and it's for something that's real, then I'm a roll. But he ain't out there every day with the young boys standing around smoking blunt, drinking on the corner or in their yards and not thinking about a job, school, nothing. They think about how they gonna go over to the other side and go shoot them niggas shit up. And hopefully the niggas ain't plotting on them, so they out looking around all day. And then they'll say, yo, OG so-and-so home. And he say, yo, we need to chill. All them little niggas is like, man, we ain't paying that nigga no attention. We'll get him the fuck up out of here.
So the respect is gone, is what you're saying.
The respect is gone. And if our youth understand it and really get smart and actually say, let me listen to my OGs, a lot of jail time will get decreased. A lot of murders will definitely decrease if our youth. So we got to go back to the home now. I'm thinking we gonna have to figure out a way to send these messages to the parents. Stop letting your kids be bad. And what really got like worse. You're gonna have to. Because when they get a certain age, they rebellious. Now, if you don't start it early, that's why I say we gotta go all the way back to that. Because the kids don't, they don't like to listen now. So you're gonna have to go back to that. And then I forgot the point I was just about to make as well with that, because it's a sad situation right now, and we losing our young brothers, we losing our youth. And it's like when you got a crop, if you don't get to the root of it and it start growing messed up, you're gonna have to eventually kill that whole crop. So we just killing off our culture, us as people, and it's rough. And then we don't got jobs, or should I say not enough jobs. And a lot of us as black people are smart. We know how to create things. And I learned that and watched people create it in jail. And I'm like, damn, if you knew this outside, why you even in here? Man, you could have went and tried to get a patent for it and start that. You know what I'm saying?
Because nobody's telling them. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Now you got all this time. You're locked up, and I'm just speaking from somebody. I have never been locked up, thank God. But like I'm speaking from what I would think would be going on. Right. You got all this time. So you reading, you studying, you know what I'm saying? You now seeing what you really can do. When you out here in the street, you probably on survival mode. Like I ain't gotta just watch out for this cop or whatever. I gotta watch out for my brother for real. Make sure he ain't turning on me. Like I'm sure it's a whole.
That's called. It's not us against them no more. It's us against us. We gotta worry about who the hell telling on us, and that's the most dangerous way to be in the streets, because your left hand or your right hand might tell on you. Then a year or two later, they come and get you. 5 o'clock in the morning, just call it element of surprise.
So what happened to street code?
It's gone. It's dead.
So like, I don't
street
know.
Street code
like,
dead like chivalry dead.
That's crazy though.
It's a wrap, and it's sad. It's crazy, but it's sad, you know. Well, 6ix9ine ain't really no. He don't even count for no street code because he's not even street. He was pretending.
Right. He was a good pretender.
Yeah, he was pretending. So we talking about real street people that actually say when they get caught, I'm doing my time. That's it. That's over with. People already know that if they get into the streets hustling, they already know. Well, if I ever get caught, I know what I'm telling on just to get out of it. So it's a pattern now. You got college dudes that don't even have to hustle, but they be around cats that's from the street. They want to hustle, knowing that's not their lane, but they keep forgetting about that one part. You can hustle forever, but it take them one time to get you. And when they get you, what you gonna do? You gonna do your time? Half of them not. But you was the one enjoying the money, having fun, flashy girls, flashy cars. But as soon as you get popped, you gonna go and get somebody that had nothing to do with none of that fun and excitement that you was enduring. So, what do you think about women being incarcerated for doing, or should I say, actually holding their man down and getting 20 years? Because we're going to be doing a segment on here called Real Stand-Up Women. And we're going to be interviewing women that did 20 and home.
I don't understand it. Like, honestly, I don't believe riding for you mean riding for you like that. Like,
right.
And I believe as a man, like, you shouldn't even want me to do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, as your queen, I should be able to, like, I'll give you an example of somebody that I really, because it is kind of still street, so it'll keep it in the, I look at Keisha and Gucci, right? I feel like that was riding for him. You understand what I'm saying?
No
like,
doubt.
She doubled his money while he was gone. Like, but she ain't did no time. I just don't think that you should allow a female to take that type of, you know what I'm saying? That type of.
So basically, you saying he shouldn't have never even asked her, your baby, damn, man, I ain't got nobody right now. Can you take this kilo or these pounds up the road for me real quick?
She shouldn't have known nothing about it. I have been amongst. Okay. Yeah.
You shouldn't have been. What do you mean? She shouldn't have known nothing about
anything about it. Like,
not meaning don't even ask her to do it or put it in the car and let her ride and do
don't
it.
even be around. Like, it shouldn't even be around her. It should be that type of respect.
Right. Okay.
So I just kind of, I don't understand that whole, like, allowing a woman to take the fall, to be even involved in that side of business.
But what if she say, well, babe, I'm going to ask him to do it. Let me go ahead, I can hold this down for you, and something happen, I'll hold it down.
Well, then
what he's supposed to say, yes or no? What you, as a woman, I'm asking you as a woman.
I think he should be like, no, baby, that's just like you taking this heavy TV when I'm right here.
Right.
Let me do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you do what you
that
do.
That work real light though. It ain't heavy though. She can pick that up one hand.
That work heavy if it get. Nah.
That work. Well, it's heavy if they get that time, right?
Yeah, exactly. So.
All right. So what do you? So I'm kind of digging where you coming from. So I'm trying to figure, like, because I know some of the women we're gonna interview, it was men right there with them, and the police said, "He's with you, got him, ready to cuff him and everything," and she actually said, "Nah, he ain't with me."
Oh no.
And he's standing right there, and she's like in the airport, "Nah, he's with you." She like, "No, he don't. I don't know that man." They had to let him go. It was really his work she got caught with. And she got, I want to say she did 10 or 15 years. So you think that he should have said, nah, that's mine?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. Wait a minute. Let me go back on that one. No. Because if he did say that, and then both of them go down, then that makes no sense, right?
Right.
So if she has it, and he can go, then she might as well go ahead and take it. But you understand what I'm saying?
So now you're talking.
So
that's called playing chess.
Yeah, that makes sense. But
exactly, because when she went to jail, he was out, which he was the brains and had the money and all that. He took care of her whole bid. He actually paid for a lawyer too to try to help her get out that situation. And she didn't, but she got 10 or 15. I can't remember exactly what it is, but She's gonna be sitting right here with us, and we're gonna interview her, and we're gonna pick
Okay.
her mind a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because
Definitely.
my thing is, he utilized her so he don't go to jail. So my opinion is he might as well either didn't use her or took it himself, or use somebody else that that's not his girl, you know what I'm saying, or his sister.
Yeah,
somebody
okay,
he
so
care
we go
about.
back from the beginning of it. She shouldn't even been involved, like I said
Right.
in the beginning.
Right. So
if you love me,
I agree to that part.
yeah, if you
I
love
agree
me,
to
you
that
shouldn't
part.
even put me in danger. But I'm saying once they didn't cross all those boundaries, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't decide it, and he didn't decide it.
Right.
Ain't no need of both of them getting locked up.
No doubt.
You understand?
No
But at the beginning, like it should have never even got to that point to me. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? She should have
Exactly.
never even been put in that position. Cause sometimes a woman for a man, honest to God, will do. I can remember coming from college one time. I promise you.
Mm-hmm.
And my boyfriend was driving the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we was like probably going 95
Right.
in Virginia. And so here comes a cop behind us. And he was like, oh shit, I can't get no ticket, da 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 da. I was like, oh God. So we driving and I'm switching. I'm gonna take the ticket.
Right. Oh shit, you gangsta.
So we driving down
And switching at the
360
same
and
time.
switching at the same time. So I'm gonna outrun the police.
God damn.
So I'm trying to outrun the police. I go off on this like country road. The police was like, were you trying to outrun me? I said, no sir, I had to pee, right?
Right.
So I still got a ticket. But anyway, like, so I think about what women will do for a man, you know what I'm saying?
Right, no doubt. That's big.
But-
That's big. So you've been in them shoes a little
A little bit.
tiny
That's a
bit.
whole nother,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
That's another level.
Exactly.
But,
'Cause that drug world is crazy. The drug world is, it's really over. It's designed to put us in jail. It's designed to throw money in our face because us as black people, we love the shiny stuff. We love the pretty cars and the pretty women, and we take the scapegoat, the quick way out. You know what I'm saying? So, and it always eventually end up pulling in either our loved ones, which is our women. But if you do it right, like you said, keep it away. When I was in the street, I kept it away. At one point in time, I can't say I did when I was young and stupid. I had it around my girlfriend at the time. But I never had to carry nothing out of town for me. But, as I got older, I know not to do that because I'm going to have to be the one to actually take it. Because if she get caught, nah, that's mine. So ain't no need of me giving her nothing. I'm going to just pay somebody that know that if you get caught, this is what this $1,000 is for. Because you took on this assignment. But what's crazy is, the crazy thing is how we would have our women out there knowing that they got kids, and now she gone. The kids don't got no mama at home. Some mothers get out there to hustle to take care of their kids and then end up getting caught. Now you're not at home and the kid grew up in a broken home. This is where all this things stems for kids being in a family, and with their gang member friends or whatever, and they look at them as family.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's rough out here for us to trying to maintain, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? As far as maintain our kids to keep them away from that environment.
But even when it comes down to like drugs, right? I don't know the drug game like that, but like, why do we have to, as black people, why do we need all of that flashy stuff? Why can't we just, however you make your money, right? Why can't you just make your money and, I hate to say like be like the white man, but like you don't see them flashing.
Nah, they
Like,
not.
but I mean, like I can even go on social media, right? And like I know people, right? But I'm not gonna ever say like they doing this or they doing that because I ain't seen nothing. You know what I'm saying? But why you gotta put stacks of money up, like regardless if you're doing it or not? Like why does that need to be known? Because that attracts the wrong type of, you know what I'm saying? The wrong type of attention.
And that's our culture too. That's that show off world. You know what I'm saying? And we all done it at some type of way, but that's definitely gonna attract the wrong attention, putting that type of money. A lot of people lost their life behind that. Especially on Instagram, and cats see them and they showing the money and they see where they at. Cats went over there sitting outside waiting for them.
And that's crazy.
It's very crazy. But another thing though, as far as the white people, it's never a problem when they're doing it until the black people dictate what they're doing. Then it's a problem. Like crack era. They thought all the black people was gonna be getting hot, but once the white people start getting hot, now it's war on crack. The credit card stuff. White people been doing credit card scams for the longest, which I ain't saying that that's what make it right, but I would rather them start busting and putting all the white people in jail so the black people can see that's what you don't need to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Put them in jail.
But you know what they get? They get money laundering. They get like white collar crimes. They go in the feds.
Yeah, spank on their hand 2 years. But let a black person do something, they get 10, 20 years. But they don't make it a crack down on the situation until black people get involved with it. They also should have cracked down on it when it was first happening. But now they're giving these politicians a good 20 years, 25 years, 30 years for taking money and stuff like that. So
I think things are though like slowly when we're talking about like what's going on like overall, right? I think things are starting to shift somewhat.
Right.
In respect to like, I'm not gonna ever say we're gonna be on an equal playing field, right? But I do think that, just like you said, some of them are starting to get just as much time as some of us. Because if you ask me, I think some of us are incarcerated for no reason.
That's
you understand
true.
what I'm saying? Like,
some guys
I think
in jail never gonna see the streets again, and for nothing. And was you telling me about the marijuana they freed? Marijuana is legal now.
Yeah, I think it's just
people
like prohibition.
People is in jail with a lot of time right now for marijuana.
Which,
so should they let people go?
I think they should let people
once
go.
Once they legalize it?
I think they should let people go.
Or they
I think it
go
should be
off
expunged. Their record should be expunged. They should be able to vote whatever. I don't care if it was marijuana with conspiracy,
Felons can vote now, though, I think.
Like, not all felons?
I don't know if all, I don't know. They said felons can vote
really?
now. Maybe, I guess, unless you're in a certain class, I don't know.
I didn't think all felons, well, maybe.
I thought felons can vote. So if they let them go, it's like, what they call it again, a grandfather clause. If you open up a bar, and now they got new laws, but the new laws don't consist of being that this building is here. This building still falls under the old law, so I can open up whatever I want. The new law can't stop me from doing it. So my point is, if they got time now, if they made marijuana legal now, they still fall up under the grandfather clause because they were sentenced when it
wasn't. Right.
So do that kind of make sense to you? What do you think about that?
Because I think
they should just override that.
I think they should override that.
Because that's a human life. That's just not a building.
Exactly. That's a human life. And like when you look at the big scape of things, like marijuana is like, what? It's nothing compared to somebody like taking someone's life.
Right. No
and
doubt.
Sometimes you can get just as much time for drugs as you do like killing somebody, or sometimes more.
That's a fact.
You know, especially once they pile on all the like conspiracy and whatever else they can try to pile on you. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
those laws was designed to put people, especially black people, away for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I know people in there with life. My friend just came home from doing life plus 20 sentence. He did 26 since Trump signed off on that bill or whatever it is. He fell up under that and he did good. He got degrees. He got a lot of things in there. You know, he helped brothers get free. Helped them out with their cases so they can go home. So he did a lot of things. So now he's home. He's probably about 50 days in now, home. But we on this positive movement stuff right now. He's doing his own podcast stuff, Unique Mecca Audio, So we want to, put this thing together for colleges. We want to be able to go to colleges and speak to tell these kids what we went through. And when we speak about our stories about us being in the streets, we don't speak about it to glorify it.
That's right.
And bragging. We have to tell a story of what we did and what we went through due to the fact of that's the only way the kids, or should I say the youth, will say, oh, okay, man, he really went through that. So when we say you shouldn't do it, then they can say, all right, yeah, he right. Maybe he right, and really listen to us. But if they don't know us for doing none of that, and we just talking and acting like we lived that life, or just not even actually give them the actual story. Just tell them that we used to live that life, but we don't do it no more. They ain't gonna believe it. They really have to hear reality of the story for them to actually believe it, because they'll say, man, nigga ain't nothing doing nothing but talking. I ain't gonna hear that. So we gotta give them the pain and bring it up to, what's good. You know what I'm saying? I was in jail. I was facing 60 years. Took mine to trial. Ain't telling nobody. Could have told somebody, but as we was growing up, we knew that's not the way to go. So, I take everything that I did is going with me. So when I got to a certain point in life and started realizing, like I'm saying earlier, how it's sending people to jail, I had to fall back. So, I preach that story because it's like being in them looking at a paper that's saying 60 years and you in these walls. That's a whole nother bracket mentally. You know what I'm saying? So if I could stop at least one person, reach one person, if we go to these colleges and 5 of us together preaching and reach one person, at least we doing our job. We wish we can reach 100, maybe the old school, but we're not. But that's what we pushing to do right now.
And not even just in the colleges, but I'm sure y'all can get a grant to even get out here and like some of the because I think you need to reach them young.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what we got smart women like you for, to give us, point us in the right direction with all this stuff. Cause
I'll even help, whatever I can do to save, whether it's a young girl or a young boy, like I want to do it, like you know what I'm saying.
That's what this is about.
That's like my passion anyway. Is like these kids, like no, you don't have to do this. Like I was sharing with you one day. I love all of these girls. However you get it, that's how you get it. It's no judgment here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I want these girls to understand you don't have to do it that way. You can be an attorney. You can be a doctor. You don't have to be out here showing all your ass. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not necessary.
Right. Exactly.
You know, and a real man, honestly, like they want to be able to know that that's there. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want everybody else to know that that's there.
Exactly.
Not for real.
Exactly.
You know, so like my passion is like just letting them like really understand that, baby girl, like you're beautiful. You're not just beautiful, you're intelligent. But you know what I think will help is for our black men to really stand up and just really cover us. You know what I'm saying? Like really cover us. I think that as females, we have been so broken trying to be the backbone and little girls have watched their moms do this, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that it starts like, we got to do it together to show the younger kids like, no, we can be a strong unit, whether it's a real unit or whether we just coming together like as a community, as a brotherhood, as a a sisterhood, or however, as a village, to make sure that the next generation don't have to go through that or don't have to do that.
Right. I agree with you so heartedly. And it's like, my brother Loon, he's home, and he's putting together a company to actually help reform prisoners, because he was in there, he got caught up in something that he didn't have nothing to do with, made him look, because he a big rapper, and the feds want to sabotage, the government want to sabotage hip hop, so he was one of the faces that they could actually put something on him, because he was around the wrong people, but he's doing something for prisoners because, he got 14 years, he did 9. He just came home from doing 9, and a lot of celebrities signed for him, like Mary J. Blige, the whole 9. Man.
Can I ask you something about that?
Yes.
I watched Loon's interview, right? And which was outstanding to me. I couldn't even come off of it. Like I was so impressed, not only by like what he was saying. I could tell that like he had learned so much while he was gone, and even prior to leaving. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that he was passionate for what he wanted to do, and he was strong in his stance. Right. Yes. But my question is, what do you think was the difference between the Meek situation and the Loon situation?
Which Meek?
Even the Meek. No, not Big Meek.
Meek?
Yeah, Meek Mills. I know his was bikes. I get that. But they tried to me, that was crazy too. So why do you think that the celebrities were able to rally around Meek and him to come home, but they weren't able to pull Loom out of his situation or help. Do you think it was the timing?
It was clear as day that lady judge was trying to, she was being personal with him and not using the law, because he shouldn't even been in there. So once the people got behind him, she don't want them problems, because she got to get voted in again.
Right.
So, but Loon actually is in prison for a crime that they found him guilty for. Well, didn't find him guilty. He actually went on and copped the plea because of the position that they put him in to make him have to cop a plea. But regardless of it, once you cop a plea, that's when you are actually admitting your guilt. So, and you look around his case, you could tell it was like the feds used that conspiracy stuff. They'll make somebody say that they gave you drugs and met with you on several occasions, and the person will be on the stand and you will be like, I don't even know this person. How can they do that? But it'll be valid in court, and that's how you'll get time. So he was put in one of those situations, even though he was around this little organization that was from Durham, and he got caught out there from just knowing them. It's called guilty by affiliation. So he got caught up in that. So now it helped him too, with all the artists signing, the petition form. So it helped him get out, even though Trump did pass the bill for people to get out with the passion of release due to the COVID and stuff. But those signatures really helped him. Dame signed. A lot of people signed, and a lot of people signed, and it actually helped him. So now he's out, and he just left a few good men in there that's in there, might not never see the world again, and he's going to start something up that will be able to help them.
That's good.
And that's what we all want to do. That's what we was doing before he got out, and now he get out. We want to get behind him. We want to all stand together with that, because I was in jail with brothers as well. You know what I'm saying? That did time and never gonna see the streets. Did time, got life, and never even got caught with drugs.
So if this is all of you guys' passion, right, to do this, I hear this from several people that I know or know through someone, right?
Right.
Why not everybody just kind of join together? Don't you think you will be a even stronger force?
This is what I'm telling you. We about to get together and do this.
Yeah, that'll be real dope.
So everybody got their own platform for doing it.
Right.
So everybody still do their platform. You reach a person, he reach a person, she reach a person, you reach a person. But we definitely gonna have to come together and do like festivals for it.
Oh yeah, that'll be dope.
You feel what I'm saying? Some type of positive festival when we all come together at least once a year and bring all the people out. We have fun with the families, but everybody get on the panel and do a speech. You know what I'm saying? Now that'll be powerful. So we looking forward to doing stuff like that and bringing all the women out, so we can try to stop, or should I say, official OGs that went through it. People know that they are official because they know who these people are. They see us out there working on a celebrity platform, so they know it's real. So now they get to actually come out and hang out with us and all that. That's good. And I think that we should utilize some of the money to actually help some of the people that, with broken homes, they ain't got nothing. So we're going to sit down and make it make sense. I know you got some brain power to add to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think it's grants out here for all of that.
Right, exactly.
It's money out here.
It's grants.
It's money out here,
That's right. That money out here, we need it. We got to get it.
Yep.
But the end of the day, though, we're going to end this episode. We got more for them to come. We got a lot of celebrities, a lot of celebrities for y'all, but me and Gina, we're going to sit back and give you all the real from time to time. Even if we don't have a celebrity, we're going to have something good for y'all to talk about. Y'all can hit us up. You can hit me up at I am Big Bootsie on my Instagram. Tell them you.
And you can hit me up at Jina Law, that's JINALAW, on Instagram.
Where you get the Law from?
That's my name. That's
Jina
my real
Law?
name.
Law is your last name?
Yeah.
Oh, so you was born to be somebody.
Like
Law?
for real,
God damn. I thought you made that up for the gram.
No,
I
it's
thought
real.
you was doing it for the gram.
No, it's real.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Street Knowledge Podcast, man. We not playing. We coming to y'all with live content. Shout out to my producer, Jack Beats. Shout out to my brother, Double Wade. Oh, man, the whole team, Spitter. my boy Marley Marr, Empire Team, Waleed. If I forgot y'all, I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. But y'all stay tuned, man. We got the thing coming for y'all. We got the segment, Stand Up Women. Real good, cause we gotta get our women out of that prison system, and we gotta make sure that our young women don't go to the prison system.
For sure.
You feel me? So
For sure.
that's what's up. Street Knowledge Podcast, your boy Big Bootsie
Peace.
Jina